Hi, third grade. Today we're going to begin Unit 12. So repeat after me. IGH, light, I. EA, bread, EA, eat, EI, ceiling, IE, peace, OR, worm, AR, warm, or, OR, doctor, AR, beggar, EI, vein, IGH, light, I. We already did that one. Got two into it. Now let's listen up to our first new concept of Unit 12.
Mr. Rosa, I told you I'd be back in Unit 12. You all have done so much work this year with your teacher and your folks at home, and also with friends of mine. You've been working with them as well in all the other units. So Unit 12, we are going to learn a lot of neat things, and today we have a lot to work on. So buckle your seatbelts and run get your magnetic board if you don't have that handy at your desk. And could you get your spell check or your dictionary or whatever it is you're using to check your spelling? So we're going to talk today about what happens when C and G go before an E, I, or a Y. Now, I know you talked about that in Unit 6, but we're going to work on that just a little more and do some really good, juicy vocabulary with it. Okay, so let's read these words. Race and citizen. Citizen. So right here we have two words, right? We have an E that's changing the sound of the C, and we have an I that's changing the sound of that C, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and just drill this card. C, cat, k. C before an E, I, or Y, S. All right, nice job. Fantastic. So let's drill this card. G, game, G before an E, I, or Y, J. Good. So that definitely changes, doesn't it? All right. So I'm going to do some nonsense words for you today. So I want you to get ready for this because these are going to be tongue twisters, I promise. All right. So thinking about the C before an E, I, or Y, G before an E, I, or a Y, this may get a little tricky. So get ready. All right. So first word up here is Gad. Nice job. What if I change the A to an E? Now what does it do? Right, Jed. Change the E to an I. Now what? Jid. Good. And what's going to happen here? It's going to be good. Okay, very good. So you guys are getting good at that. How about if I put a C now, with a G, what happens with this word? Cag, exactly. And what if I change the A to an E? Now it's seg. What if I change this to an I? Sig, good remembering. And what if I change that to a U? Now it's cug. All right, so go ahead and grab your magnetic board. Go ahead and open it up or get your letters organized, whatever it is you're using, and we're going to do some spelling. So guys, you will also need your dry erase board and a marker and eraser. So go ahead and grab that if you don't have that handy, okay? All right, so you have your boards ready, your letter boards ready. I'm going to dictate a sound and I want you to echo, and I want you to actually pull these down this time because there's something a little extra we're going to do. So how about echo after me? S. Good. What is it that always says S? That's right. S, right? That's always going to say s unless it's something else, right? Unless it's a suffix or whatever. But that's the first thing that we learned about that. It says s, it says s, right? Now, what else can say s? That's right. A C before an E, I, or the vowel Y, right? Excellent job. Now, how about this? What says J? Echo? J, good. And we know that, let me take this down. We know that J always says J, right? And then what else? Excellent. G before that E, I, or the vowel Y. Fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and grab your dry erase board, and I'm going to dictate some words for you. And what I'd like you to do with the first ones is I want you to just put a square where there's a sound option. All right? So, for example, the first word is trace. Echo. Yeah, like you can trace a drawing or something, or there might not be a trace of chocolate chip cookies left when somebody ate them all. So tell me what it always is going to work. So trace, T, yep, R, A, S. Uh-oh, that's going to be my sound option. And so with this one, you can write this, right? Because there's the S that we're not sure about. So it could be, right? The choices are an S or a C. Go ahead and pause your computer and look that up and come back and let me know what you found out. So is this what you found? Yeah, so the E is only there to make the C say S, right? So it changes the sound of C. So that makes it pretty easy to know that. The next word is slice. Echo. Good. Tell me how to spell slice, like a slice of bread. S. Uh-oh. That's not a choice, right? Because it's not coming before an E, I, or Y. So S-L-I, S. Uh-huh. So there's my sound option, right? With that S sound. So same thing, pause your computer, look up the word slice. You can leave a square there. You could write it both ways if you want and kind of guess which one is correct and then go ahead and look it up. So is this the answer you got? Yeah, so there's two words that the E is only there to make the C, to change the sound of C. All right. Next word is age. Echo. Good. So it's going to be A. That's easy. J. I'm going to put a square there because I'm not sure if that's a J, E, or just a G. Actually, it would be a G. It would be ag, right? And no words in English end in J. So if it was a J, it would be adge. So that's a pretty easy one, isn't it? That's going to be A-G-E, age, right? Because it can't be a J, no words can end in J, can't be a G all by itself, or it would be ag, and we know the word is age. How about that? So it's like a little puzzle we can figure out. The next word means you're not very generous with things. The word is stingy. Echo. Good. What's the first syllable? Stin. How are you going to spell it? S-T-I-N. Good. G. There's my choice. And at the end of a two or more syllable word, I'm going to have that Y that says E, right? So you could write it both ways, S-T-I-N-G-Y, S-T-I-N-J-Y, and look it up and see what you find. So if you looked it up, you found that this one is correct, right? G before that vowel Y. All right, we're going to do another one. This word is gentleman. Echo. Good. Let's break up the syllables. Gen, tol, men is actually, we'll do gentleman. Okay, just so you know, gentleman would be more than one. So first syllable, gen. Oh, there's my sound option, right? J, gen. Tol, we know that, right? TLE, man, MAN. So my choice is the beginning there. So it could be a J, right? Jen, or it could be a G. So if you wrote that word out both ways on your board, you might recognize this word. I don't know how often you see this word, but the trick is to see if your brain can recognize this word. And if you're not sure, if it doesn't look familiar, please pause the computer, look it up. I'm going to go ahead and erase the one that is wrong. And the word here is gentleman. You could scoop it, gentleman. How about that? Wow, guys, that's awesome. We did a lot today. That just sort of kicked off our lesson. And we will be meeting again. And then I'll see some of you in a small group. So this will be fun. We're going to learn a lot. Have a great day.
All right, you can put your letter tile boards away, and then we're just going to have out our dry erase markers, please, because we're going to learn a new uppercase cursive letter, letter S. The first thing we do, you know by now, is we skywrite. So get ready to skywrite, and then we'll practice on your dry erase boards. Here is uppercase S.
S is a grass line loop letter. It starts on the grass line. Point to the grass line. Curve up to the skyline. Loop back down across the plane line to the grass line. Curve back up to touch the line. Make a tail.
All right, you can go ahead and practice that now on your dry erase board. And thanks so much for joining me. See you next time.